Hello everyone and welcome back to Dungeons and Demons, the channel where we couldn't say it because my mind's everywhere.
You can do it.
The channel where we have high levels of entertainment with low levels of intelligence.
Ah, nice.
I'm getting down into the flow.
Nice.
That's just part of the things I say now.
Keep going.
Today we're going to be doing a lovely one-shot. This one is in the theme and spirit of Christmas. So, we'll be playing in the world of Aventara, I believe, still. But this time of year, it is Christmas, and our characters are somewhat ready for the Christmas season. But before we get into the actual adventure, once again, if you are listening to this, you can watch it on YouTube. And so you can find us at Kings of Media on YouTube. And if you want updates for when new episodes are going to be coming out and you want to see clips of recent episodes, you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I was going to say Snapchat, Twitter or X. I don't know what to call it still.
X Force.
X or Twitter, whatever it's called. But if you want to find more content of us, you can go ahead and check us out on social media. You'll get updates of when an episode posts. So, with that out of the way, we'll go to our DM to introduce us to the world.
Alright, like Eli said, this is indeed in Aventara. We have gone to the mainland, in the Central Basin, home of the human kingdoms. Christmas does not exist as it does in our world in Aventara. Instead, it is replaced with something known as the Festival of Lights. It is at this time of year where the Fae, or Celestial, depending on who you ask, Saint Nicholas sends his servants and allies to be able to go and spread Christmas, to spread cheer throughout the entire land, to spread generosity and light in the darkest and most difficult and scarce time of year. It is usually a bright and glorious season, a festival lasting the entire week leading up to the winter solstice, where that very night, Saint Nicholas himself, if the world has been sufficiently generous and joyful in this difficult time, can come through from the Feywild himself in order to bring presents to all those who showed those who shared what they had with others. And so, it is with this that we find ourselves at the city of, well, the outskirts of the city of Sicilin, in the kingdom of Daerion. That's what I said it was called, right? Yeah, Daerion. Eli, would you like to introduce your character? You are walking, well, how are you, you are on the outskirts of the city approaching it. Would you like to explain who you are and why you are coming?
I'm excited for
Oh,
this.
by the way, it's like midway through the Festival of Lights. It should have already been going for like most of the weekend.
Okay. So, walking is Kasai. She is a tall for a halfling, about 3'6", I would say. But she's wearing these very nice brown-looking heels, which gives her another like 6 inches. So now she's standing like at a good like 4 foot. So she's walking. She has her purse, and her attire is very kind of formal, I would say. It's a mixture of browns and greens. Nothing really in the season. More of like business attire. And so Cassie's just walking. She fishes through her purse and pulls out her sending stone. Is just, are you still coming into town? Hey, Uncle, are you still coming into town? Should we be expecting you, or are you not going to be able to make it at all? No worries if you can't make it.
No, I'll be there. Don't worry. I will. Just
Great.
trouble with the mule is all.
I'm sorry. You know, the mules are always breaking down this time of year. They never feed them enough this time of year, and they always, have to stop short and make multiple stops. I think it's another which I think is a brilliant business ploy by them. More frequent stops. Anyways, we're happy to have you. The kids will be so excited to see you again. When are you going to be in town? So I know.
Oh, soon. I'm getting very close. Just... What do you mean? What do you mean we were going in the wrong direction? What? It might be a little longer, but soon.
All right, just let me know. You know I hate being surprised, Uncle.
I'll call you when I get to the city.
All right, safe travels. Happy season.
Happy season.
Put the stone back in the purse and just... Okay, the pace goes much faster. I have to clean the house up, I have to prep the kids, I have to let them know that they can't do anything dangerous or stupid with Uncle. And just, she's gonna keep walking and think of all the numbers I should do for work as well.
Perfect. All right. As you approach the city, you just, you're heading through the gates. You've been, you grew up in this city, in
hometown.
You're very used to it. The city of Sicilian is known for its gusto when it comes to the Festival of Light. It's always decked out like crazy with magical strings of lights with continual flames on them of various different festive colors: green, red, white. There's an enormous pine tree set up covered in decorations in the center of the city square, as well as an enormous open hearth that is kept burning constantly where anyone that can come and gather, whether or not, and if you are there, you don't have enough to get by through the winter, you can always find food distribution set in stands going there from one of the local churches. It's always an enormous thing, and the city council always takes it very, very seriously. So when you walk in and you find almost no decorations up, you immediately notice, and it's looks like they finally stopped wasting money on that.
It's just walking in, busy writing notes of all the stats and everything. It's okay, this year we're gonna be opening a new dojo down in the Dragon Sea. Hopefully they're gonna have enough funding down there to support the dojo. And looks up and this looks like the big city. It's interesting. I gotta have to fishes in, trying to find the sending stone to try to call mom. This is new. I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's different. Just watching, not looking where she's going anymore, but staring in awe at all the lights being gone.
All right. As you're just walking, not looking where you're going, you almost walk straight into two people brawling on the street.
Oh no! Oh, I'm so.
One of them is a Goliath.
Oh, hi, tall.
They're both rolling on the ground, but this dude, one of them is a Goliath and the other one's a half-orc. They're just brawling on this street, and people are just keeping a wide berth and eyeing them suspiciously. As you watch, a pair of guards rushes over, pulls the two people apart. It's whoa, what's going on here? And just there's a shouting match going on between the Goliath and the half-orc before, just after a moment, it becomes clear that what started the fight was that the half-orc was just walking by, he a little bit drunk, and then bumped into this dude who was carrying a couple of baskets of food and got it all over the ground, and it started this enormous brawl.
Oh, okay, interesting. She's gonna notice. So uncivilized.
What's your passive perception?
23.
All right. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm not hiding a single thing today, guys.
I'm 18.
Okay, I'm definitely not hiding. Oh wow! Everyone here is perceptive. Not a single thing is getting not noticed. Okay, so you notice that you're looking at as you're seeing, it's okay, yeah, I can see the
That's how she made it to the top of
there's
the
grain
business.
scattered on the ground. There's some bread. You notice that the bread is moldy, and that there appear to be weevils inside of the sacks of grain some of this grain that spilled out. Not enough to make it completely inedible, but just nobody's gonna want that. It's not the kind of food that someone's going to willingly buy if they have any other option.
Okay. Excuse me, guard. This, you said grain, right?
Mm-hmm.
This grain, it has has bugs, mites in it. Do you want to let manufacturers know that their food might be contaminated? Any sort of way? I just don't want people getting sick from this. And this also could be a huge issue with companies being sued by having their food exposed to termites and such.
That many weevils in it won't hurt anyone. And at this point...
It might not hurt people, but the company will suffer big blows by it.
At this point, anyone that can have that would be grateful for it. And he's gonna take the half orc, he's just gonna start leading the half orc off, he's not arresting him, but he's taking the drunk half orc off the street and he moves on.
Is there another guard? You said there were two.
Both of them went with him.
Okay, I'm gonna leave him, but he's like, okay, what does he mean by?
The Goliath is gonna go over and start scooping the grain back into the sack, and then collect the bread, and then just start picking it up to move on.
Okay. Trying to figure out what the character here is doing.
All right, moving on. Wesley, would you like to introduce your character? Oh, by the way, what was your character's name, Eli?
Kasai. Kasi.
Kasi. All right.
What did you do?
Actually, nothing.
All right, Wesley, would you like to introduce your character?
My name's Kay.
And also, where are you?
Well, I'm actually just entering the city, because I'm actually from out of town. But my name is K-Star, and I'm very optimistic. And I love sightseeing. And so at every sort of corner or anything new I see, I'm always dazzled by what it is and intrigued. But I'm just walking into the city right now.
All right.
Can you describe the city a little more?
Yeah, for sure. So, Sicyan is not an enormous city. It's a city in more than just name, but it's not particularly large. It's kind of like where we live. It's big, but it's not... doesn't have high rises or anything like that. It's mostly residential. Farmers live around here. Actually, this particular kingdom that you're in, Daerion, is one of the biggest food producers in the world. It borders both the Elderwood, where the elves live, and the Iron Heights. It's a very large kingdom and provides most of the grain to the Iron Heights to get them through the winter in any other place. People are generally pretty nice and all that stuff, pretty chill. And Sicyan is no exception. Most of the people here are either small businessmen, craftsmen, or have farm or go out and work on many of the farms surrounding the city. As you walk in, the roads are well maintained.
Nice.
The shops are open with shopkeepers out there, but there's a general lack of bustle to the streets that you have associated with the Festival of Light in the past. You still see decorations. You're fascinated by the lights, the string lights that you've seen. You've already figured out how to make them too, which is abnormal for someone of your talents.
Actually, you'll see me right now. I kind of wearing almost like a jester, wizard robe, kind of colorful or sparkly, and the little tassels around my little shoulder overcoat, or all those little lights just always constantly on around me.
All right, little motes of light are just floating around you.
On those little strings. Sometimes they go in patterns, sometimes they just sit there, nothing crazy.
You also see pine trees up with decorations, but most of the pine trees they look like they haven't been cared for particularly well. Pine needles are wilting and falling off the trees. Some of them are just straight up almost bald.
Interesting.
Just as you look at it, just one of them reminds you of a man who's gone pretty much bald, but is trying his very best to keep what little hair he has very well styled in order to make up for it. And shopkeepers are a lot more rude than you remember. But you are still happy to be home. Everything looks like it's in decent repair. Things are you're still generally optimistic while walking in. You're a little disappointed by the lack of extreme decorations like there usually is, but you know what? The Festival of Lights is a good time. We're happy with it anyway.
Well, I'm excited for them to start putting up decorations. Maybe I could help them with this. But we'll have to see after I visit Kay first. And I just kind of start walking in a direction that seems like I'm going back to his house. Or her house.
Come on.
Kasai.
Do I need to get Yeah, Kasi.
He spells it with a K.
Yeah, I know. I said
K-A-S-I.
Kasai.
KSI.
Kasi.
How do you want me to
KSI.
pronounce it? Kasi or Kasai?
Kasi.
Kasi.
I'm calling you K.
Okay, it's not that hard. It's my last name that's hard.
Alright, Kasi.
KSI.
Almost. Okay. Alright, so you start heading over to Kasi's, to like where Kasi's
Okay,
family
Kasi
lives. And yeah. We're gonna get to you. So meanwhile, the mules are now going the correct direction.
Yes.
You're still a couple hours out from the city, but you're stopping at a random stable just like warm up real fast along the way on the side of the road. The price for feed for the mules is through the roof. Back in your day, would never have gotten like this. This is absolutely crazy.
I make sure to let the stable owner know.
Back in my day.
Would you like to describe your character?
Yes. You see this very small, extremely old gnome. Just, like, very frail looking, very, like... This person should probably not leave the house, let alone their city. Yet they're out here by themselves, traveling. Like, probably looks over 400 years old. Like, just... You know, but like normal clothes, and for some reason wearing studded leather armor, so probably
Still
like
stuck in his adventure
or something. But yeah,
Definitely senile. Okay.
long beard that like touches the ground slightly.
This is a wonderful character. All right.
Yes. Yes, and,
All right.
and very bald head.
What is
Wait,
your name?
Is Auntie with you?
Stingle Tell.
Stingletell.
Wait, is Auntie with you? Who's on the phone? Who's on the other side of the line?
You'll find out.
I'm concerned now.
Because you're in the middle. Like, I have. It's gonna be helpful.
Oh right, I know what it is. Okay, now I'm not concerned anymore. Okay.
It's on the other line.
All right.
No.
All right.
There is no auntie.
What happened to Auntie?
All right. So yeah.
I never.
All right. So yeah, the guy has just informed you how much feed is going to be, and it's like 3 times what you remember it being last time.
We were into that stuff.
Back in my day, it never would have costed this much. Young man, what does it cost normally to get feed?
Times are tough. Early winter, poor harvest. Don't have much to go around. It cost me almost this much just to get here.
Doesn't sound like my problem.
Well, it doesn't sound like my problem that you can't get to the city.
Oh, I went to the city just fine, young man.
Boomer. No.
Like he's just gonna
Yeah, we got like a
ignore it and just roll his eyes and like ignore you and just like you're struck by the disrespect that this young man is showing you.
Just dissatisfied. Doesn't say anything else.
All right. You walk on. Are you going to pay for the feed, or are you going to try to make it on like what energy the mules have left?
I'll pay for the feed.
Alrighty, you pay for the feed, get a couple bags, mules feed up, and you start rolling, and like you're getting ready to like start rolling down the road, and you hear a little voice. That's the wrong direction again. You just came that way.
Siri, is that you?
How could it be the wrong direction? I swear.
Because it's the wrong direction. Because the city where we want to go, where your family is over there. And the way where we came from, where there were all those nasty things that tried to stab us, is that way.
I might recall something like that. Okay, I'll trust you just this once.
Alrighty, let's get going then. It's like an extreme cheerful voice, and anyone watching from the outside cannot see any obvious source of it. Moving back on. Alright. Kasi, you have found your way home. What happens?
I get back home, I take off my winter coat, hang it in. It's like, sweetie, I'm home. Uncle Stingle? Uncle Stingle, he's on his way. He's running a bit late.
Yay! Uncle Stingle! And like your daughter and like son.
There's his daughter's
daughter
son.
and son like both run into the room and just like extremely excited. One of them has drip on all over her face. The girl has marker all over her face.
Sweetie, what did I tell you? You're gonna like kneel down and go into my purse and get the wet wipe and just, sweetie, what did I tell you? You can't be using the marker on your face here, okay?
I know, but you didn't say that he can't.
Tebo, what did I tell you about drawing on your sister's face?
Nothing.
You're right, I didn't tell you anything. I'm telling you now, don't draw on your sister's face and don't draw on yourself, okay?
There is a knock on your door.
No.
Open it up, Eli.
I'm trying to think of my daughter's name. Actually, there's
John, Abby, Sarah, whatever your name is, just go back.
Sweetie, can you go grab the door?
Alright, her name is now Sweetie.
Just Sweetie for right now until I can get the right name, yeah.
What was the boy's name?
Tebo.
T-M-E-O.
Okay. Your daughter runs over to the door, opens it up, and is like, K-Star!
Wiping it like, oh. K-Star! Hi!
Sweetie! I just don't even acknowledge you. Sweetie! I pick her up and start swirling around, and I use prestidigitation, start activating little illusions and effects and lights going on. What's up? And I like tossing her.
No
up.
magic in the house. I'm trying to teach the
I pick
kids.
them up too, and I like almost like juggling them. I was like, "What's up, guys?"
Laughing hysterically.
I told. She's like, no magic in the house, okay?
I'm not acknowledging. Woo! I just blast off even more prestidigitation, more lights, and more some pops or little flash, like mini fireworks.
Well, make yourself at home, K-Star. I'm gonna go say hi to Mom and Pa.
I brush right past you. What's your husband's name?
Why isn't us at the DM of this film? His name.
You're not, basically. I'm not taking responsibility. I have a family.
Names.
I have enough to keep track of.
What?
Promise.
Promise? Promise! I'm juggling these two kids. How are you, man? Oh, it's good to see you.
South African names. Promise is a husband's name.
I'm going in, like, giving him a hug, and like, what's up, man? Give him a little noogie on his head. And just start talking with him.
Alright, so, yeah. So, where are you heading, Kasi?
I guess since this is like my house, but it's actually my mom, like my parents' house, I'm going to talk to them and be like, hey mom, hey dad, made it back in. It was a little strange coming into town. What's going on? There's not as many lights.
Oh, it's just been a little bit of a slower year this year, honey. Oh, but it's so good to see you. How many years has it been now since you spent Christmas with us?
It's been a few years. I mean, the family's been great down in the city, and it's been great up there. But I do want the kids to kind of spend time with their grandparents. So I guess
We're so happy that you came.
yeah,
And
we're
just
happy
like,
too.
your mother is just like, she's less than 2 foot at this point.
He's short.
Like, she's freaking short, like hunched over old lady, but halfling. She's just gonna so she's also just sitting in a chair, like knitting right now, and she's got like a little Festival of Lights sweater going on here. They're extremely ugly, as is the tradition.
Of course.
You didn't bring that rock this time with you.
The rock is for work, okay?
Exactly. The rock is for
I
work.
need
and
it
that's
for
not what this
work.
is
I have to
for.
be ready in case something happens.
If something happens, it can wait until after the
It
holidays.
can't wait
The
because if we
festival is
wait,
the
we
time
get
to
behind
come.
the competition, Mom.
And that wouldn't be the end of the world.
It would be the end of the world for me. This company is everything to me, Mom. Toot,
I remember a
toot.
time when your family and your friends were.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
Suddenly, they start burst into the room.
A tiny little magical train just. And it's just
bursts.
freight raining around the little. It's like, just those little connector ones, and they're freight raining around her mom and dad, and all the children are chasing them. And I come in, and G and Aunt K, how you doing? I just go in and I pick up the the rocking chair that her mom's in, and I'm just like, how you doing? And I'm just like blasting a little prestidigitation around her. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you, Kay. And just going to reach down a little hand and pat you on the head. So
So I got the
now
name.
put me down and raps you on the head with her cane.
She's gonna
My bad.
keep a little laugh and just.
I do the same to
Grandpa
Uncle
is,
G.
Uncle G is like very just like
What's up,
like
man?
you know Coco from like the Coco from the movie Coco, the grandma who doesn't move or talk. That's Uncle G.
I kind of like roll him over my shoulders and like, what's up, Uncle G? I was like, oh, it's good to see you, man. I'll put him back down and then I just chase the choo-choo train out here. Choo-choo!
All right. That's what the Christmas spirit is supposed to be about. Not that work rock and all that.
I have Christmas spirit. You just don't see it.
It'll take someone that can notice things a lot better than you can in order to find what Christmas spirit you have. Suddenly there's another knock at the door, and then suddenly a mule walks straight in.
From the
A
sound
very small mule.
from the sound of it, does it sound like the door broke?
It sounds like there was a very loud crash, and now the kids are screaming in delight.
You just Stingle's here.
Uncle T-Stingle!
She's like,
I gotta pick you up too.
It's good to see you again.
Did you pick up the mule and all, or just him?
If it's that small, I'll pick up everything.
I don't think you can pick up. I don't know what's your strength modifier.
It's not big.
You can't pick up the mule, but you can pick up Stingle.
It's like Stingle! I just gotta put you on my head. How you doing, little
You can't
guy?
see a thing because of the beard dropping over your eyes.
This is gonna be the best Christmas ever. We got everyone in town.
Festival of Lights. Christmas doesn't exist here.
The best festival of lights ever.
What's your name again?
K-Star.
K-Star. Okay.
Okay, Star, it's good to see you again.
We never had you describe your character other than the very long beard. Like, what are you wearing and carrying?
Studded leather armor that looks way too big for it.
Right, you did say that.
And I am carrying a staff, kind of like hunched over a little bit.
All right, sorry. You did mention that. I
And
forgot.
very bald, wrinkly as well.
You could see like a little small like train of lights almost crawl up my shoulder as well as it comes to like circle around your head.
I'm glad to see you still have the Christmas spirit. Wait, Festival of Lights spirit?
Here, you can call it the Spirit of Light if you need something.
The Spirit of Light?
And he is also going to cast Minor Illusion and just kind of have the same things just kind of start.
This is where I kind of like start dancing on like one foot at a time.
Also, Uncle Stinkle, as you've walked through here, you've noticed a distinct lack of the Spirit of Light in the city and a lot of people that deserve to be on the naughty list.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just dancing with all the little kids as you're
Uncle
taking adventures.
Stingle's angry.
oh no.
Also, did you break down the door with your mule? Did you just kick it open and then drive the mule through?
I kicked it open and like walked the mule in behind me.
What? We just refurnished the house.
Unnecessary.
We just refurnished the house.
Splintered the door.
Okay, he kicked the door,
indeed
but he didn't kick it down, but the lock's broken.
Yeah, he splintered it, and I can tell that there's like a dent on the backside of the wall from where the door goes. Just Uncle Single, it's so nice to see you. We were afraid you weren't gonna make it.
Deception check.
Insight.
This is where I put Tingle on the ground.
Oh, with disadvantage.
I set you back down on the ground, Mr. Tingle. Uncle Tingle, and then I cast Mending on the door. Like,
Alright, door's fixed.
9, 8.
She seems like she doesn't have much of the Spirit of Light either.
Sorry, let me just cross my cardigan real quick.
What is going on with these youngins these days?
Well, I'm trying to teach my youngins no magic in the house.
you just look at me, just cast even more magic.
But that's no fun.
It's about safety.
You guys don't hear this. This is just Stingle. Indeed. This one really needs to be on the naughty list, I think. She's very mean.
I agree.
You hear that, but you don't hear the
So
first
you
part.
agree that there shouldn't be magic in the house then?
Absolutely not!
That's right.
Obviously, like, he's no longer talking to you. He's talking to someone else, and you're like, man, has he lost it?
Just gonna look as like, all right, so this is why in Poe we don't take any spices, okay?
Oh yeah, spices are a bad idea. I should never touch those.
Hey, Tingle, take this spice! No! Throw it at him.
That's so fun.
You're giving me my
We're just dancing in this cloud of spice and magic light.
Except for cinnamon. Cinnamon and spice is good. Pumpkin spice is good too, but that's not the right kind, the right season right now.
Can I
yayo.
try to make
Don't
an
use that
intimidation check on these two in here? And just kind of like give like that fit of like, all right, that's it. Everyone outside, if you're gonna be doing magic now.
Okay, you may have proficiency in intimidation if you do not currently have it for the Karen energy.
No.
Yes, Karen energy.
Wait, so what do I need to...
Insight check.
Insight check?
That's not.
Is that what I use?
You can have advantage because you are in your own home.
I did have an advantage. It's a 10.
Oh dear.
My deception's a +8. Well, not insight.
It's 19.
It's a +8. It's a +8.
19?
Yes.
I got an 18.
Hold on, what's your name again, Eli? I'm sorry.
Kasi.
Kasi?
But he calls me K, and I guess you call me K.
I probably call you
He's K. She's K. Her mom's name's Aunt K and Aunt G. Her brother, no, Uncle G. And then you're just Uncle
Stingle.
Stingle.
The Stingle, you hear in your voice,
It's Mama.
as a voice in your head, just like go quiet for a second, just like.
Uncle.
I stop for a moment, look at you, and then I just start laughing too. Look at that,
like
kids!
that one.
More spice and
You guys
lights!
go on the nicest bikes.
Cassie's just gonna just walk to her office in the house and just, if you need me, I'll be in the office. And just walks away and sits down in there, takes out her earrings and just, it's gonna be a long week. Starts working on her notes and the rest of like the plannings for the company of, all right, we're gonna have to open this.
Who peed in her cornflakes?
Impo did this morning before I left. It was gross. He thought it would be funny, but it wasn't. Gosh dang Impo. No, not Impo. Tebo. Impo's the husband's name instead of Promise.
Impo?
Impo.
Impo?
Impo.
Oh, Tingle.
Impo.
Tingle, where do you think they're gonna start setting up the festive lights? I should probably start helping them, to be honest.
Honestly, I agree. There needs to be more.
Alright, Grandma G is going to,
Grandma K.
Grandma K,
N.
sorry.
Grandma M.
Grandma M?
N.
N.
Okay, Grandma N is still in this room. She's going to say, oh, I don't know if we could hope for many more lights this year.
What are you talking about, Grandma? And I come and like kneel, lay on my stomach and kind of look at her like this.
Well, the festival just isn't exactly what it usually is this year. You see, the city decided to cut some funding on it. It was a poor harvest this year, very early winter, and very cold winter as well. There's barely enough to go around in the city, and they said it would be a waste of resources.
No
It wasn't
way.
very much the spirit of light this year time around.
I think I need to go have a talk with these
This is
city
the
officials.
I can't even talk.
They at least set up the hearth in the center, in the city square, and the tree as well. Anyone can go there still, but the sharings aren't that great, that nice as well either. It's just isn't quite enough to go around. So we're starting to worry that before the winter ends, we might run out of food stores. It's never happened before, but what with the early winter and then the fires, it's been difficult.
Fires?
Santa Claus is real.
What fires?
He is real.
Terrible accidents. A couple of the food storages went up in flames right after the harvest. Wasn't that big of much of a concern. We thought we could get another harvest before the winter came and still have enough to sell to the dwarves and to provide for ourselves, but with the early winter it became more difficult, especially up here, and then further north you come, more difficult it is.
I smell something fishy afoot.
Yeah. Sabotage. We got
Saba what?
sabotage. You know, when they,
Saba cook? What?
you did what in your cup?
Alright, Mater.
Mind it.
Eat it.
Wow,
Why
we
you
got some great characters here. I'm going to enjoy this.
I had to balance
I think he was referring to the peeing the cornflakes incident?
Yeah.
No,
What?
no, you can't hear this.
Oh.
It's gonna be hard.
Why would he be referring to that? That's just a saying.
No, it's
Why would you
sabotage
say
is a
that?
saying.
I'm not talking to you.
Why would you say that? That makes absolutely no sense.
I mean, it means
again,
like,
why
why
do you
is
say-
she angry? Like, why? Like, you'd be pretty angry if someone peed in your cornflakes.
What are you talking about? I don't eat.
I guess you wouldn't get it.
Grandma Kay, are you
Maybe
talking
that's
to
the
him?
wrong analogy to use.
You get used to him. He's been doing this for decades.
You get used to
We're losing his mind.
Remember longer than decades.
Anyway, moving on. I smell something fishy afoot. I think something needs to be investigated.
Oh. Grandma, is there anything that we can do to kind of make the festive lights still kind of festive around here?
Anything that we can do would be very helpful, but for the moment, I'm just grateful to have you all here with me. Even if Cassia hasn't been focused on the correct things this season or the past seasons, I've been very grateful to have you two here to keep me company.
I'm very grateful to be here too. Now work on Cassie.
All right, make sure that you're here on time for dinner. It's not going to be very much, but it will be delicious. Made with love.
Got it.
That's what makes Grandma's food always delicious. Love.
I'm always good for a home-cooked meal.
All right.
And lots of herbs.
All right, so
Uses lots of herbs.
is there anything that you guys would like to do before dinner will be in roughly 2 hours? Is there anything that you would like to do? And if you are late, you will suffer Grandma's wrath.
I would never do such a thing.
And you may be her uncle too, but she will still hit you with the chancla.
That's okay with me. That's
He's
okay
everybody's
with me.
uncle. Uncle Twinkle.
Stingle.
Uncle Stingle.
I'm gonna go knock on Cassie's door, but I knock and I don't wait for an answer, and I just crush the doorknob out the door.
So yeah, you like Cassia just hear like tap tap crunch. He walks in
Numbers crunching in her head of like, it's gonna cost this much to repair that.
and Uncle Stingle walks in, the metal doorknob crushed in his fist. You're still not sure how he does that, but it's a problem every time he visits.
I swear. Hi, Uncle Stingle. Hi.
This is where I run and take the doorknob and I mend it back and then I run back out.
How did you know?
Running with the kids.
You don't seem very happy these days.
Of course I'm happy. What are you talking about?
I wouldn't have guessed by looking at you.
Stingle, you can't just say that.
Of course I can. I'm 427 years old. I can say whatever I want.
Well, I wish you'd say certain things to people at work here, but you just can't say that, Uncle Stingle, okay? Look, it's been stressful. The company's been asking a lot for the last couple of weeks, and I wanted to stay overtime. My mom insisted that I come down for the holidays since we haven't seen them in a couple of years. And
You're
so...
sending stone buzzes.
Oh, 1 second, I have to take this.
with a dexterity that you would not expect from this frail-looking old
Athletics
man.
or athletics or acrobatics check, whichever of your choice to avoid it. This is a grapple. Actually, athletics check is the only one you can do.
Yeah, athletics.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I got a 27.
You beat me. I got a 9.
Alright, just like Uncle Stingle with way faster reflexes than you would expect, jabs up like it's child's play for you.
Hey! No touching. Hey, this is Cassie speaking.
Your fingers just got slapped and like they sting slightly.
Eldritch Blast!
Actually, no.
Are you
Magic
sure about that?
stone. I'm gonna try and hit the sending stone
With
with a tiny little, like the tiniest pebble you've ever seen. He just flicks it at the sending stone.
make an attack roll because you can make attack rolls with these rocks.
Yeah, that's true.
What's your armor class for giving it to you, Ascending Stone?
24.
The armor class is 24?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. What do
By
I
the
add
way,
to
I'm
this
using
attack?
the play test.
Strength plus proficiency.
Strength. Well, okay.
I can't be touched.
28?
28.
Be touched.
28?
Rock gets hit with rock.
I would like to use my reaction to deflect attack and just catch it.
She's about to deflect missiles this thing back at you. Okay, roll damage and then reduce the damage.
What is the damage? Sorry.
I don't know. I haven't used Magic Stone before.
1d6 plus 5. I feel like it goes up though.
I'll find it for you.
Some higher level.
Just start rolling damage. Nope.
What?
It doesn't go up.
It doesn't. Okay. So it's 1d6 plus 5 then, which is I rolled 8. So
yeah, so it's a 3 plus 7 plus 20.
All right, yeah, that's reduced. You catch the rock.
So I'm just gonna catch it, just Uncle Stinkle. Hi, this is Cassie. She's gonna take the rock and put it back down.
his already narrow eyes narrow even more.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say
He stays quiet, but he's not happy.
Yeah, this is Cassie.
He's gonna wait till the call is done.
You can also just you have a distracting thing in this house.
Multiple things. My parents, children, K-Star,
I'm
everything's
gonna walk
distracting.
back out to the room, grab the mule, and just like
Speak!
and it's just gonna like just yell.
I'm so sorry. It's the I'm so sorry. I have family over right now. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is Uncle Stingle. This is for work. Goodness.
The dog, like as you reach, like bring it down, like you're scolding it. The mule walks over and just goes like and tries to take a big chomp out of the sending stone.
She's like, I don't know.
Whack her with me. I want to get that rock. Only he hears. Only he hears this.
Wait, what?
The rock.
He's gonna hold out
I'm gonna
his
have to
hand,
call you
like hold
back.
out the staff, and just a giant halberd is just gonna whoosh and try to get the sending stone in your hand.
Of course.
And like a giant halberd shoots out, stabs into the ceiling.
Chaos! Maybe I'm not lawful.
I don't think you're level at this point.
This is where I run in with the kids trailing behind me. I just mend the roof. I jump down
Okay,
on
the halberd is
the mule,
now stuck with the roof mended around it.
slides down the mule, runs back out of there.
You bring it
gonna have
down
to
out of
call
the
you back
ceiling.
in
The
a
ceiling
minute.
is broken.
And then makes it disappear. It was so unnecessary to rip it out.
Just gonna put the sending stone back in the purse. It's like, you know,
Okay.
I think we're done with this. I think we're done with that. She's gonna
Poor soundboard.
Good jockey.
The soundboard.
one of them.
If you care about the soundboard, do it for the soundboard, David. Stop it.
I'm gonna. Cassie's just gonna. You know, I think I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and get any drinks for tonight. So I'll be back. Just gonna go and put her earrings back on and just put her coat and everything. Give me a ring if you guys need anything. I'm just gonna go and grab some drinks for tonight.
Oh, wait. Okay, can I come get drinks?
No, I just need to get the drinks and a
One
little
second,
bit of
let me
fresh
get my
air.
coat back on. I get my coat on and I just start trailing out after you.
Just gonna look at Tebo, just kneel down to him, just Tebo, sweetheart, if you're good for the time that I'm gone, I promise that I'll get you a treat. What treat do you want? And if you're good, you can have the treat.
Uncle Stingle told me that I'm on the nice list this year, so St. Nicholas is gonna come and give me lots of treats, so you don't have to worry about it today.
Okay, sweetheart, but if you're really good and you don't, you know, make your sister mad, I'm gonna get you a treat. You sure you don't want one?
Okay.
Okay, what do you want?
Can I get one of those? ooh, I saw at the market the other day. Yeah, I saw it on the way in. There was this thing made out of chocolate, but it looked like an orange.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow. I'll see if I can find it at the market.
It looked really good.
If you're good, then you can have that.
Okay, I'll be really good.
All right, then.
Don't worry, Temple, I'll bring you back one. And I hit him on the back and walk straight outside.
Yes, Temple will be very good, won't you, Temple?
Yes, Uncle Stingle, you're gonna tell St. Nicholas that I was really nice, right?
Of course, of course.
All right.
Hello.
So you
My
start
husband's
going
not
out.
gonna do anything about it.
Your husband is asleep.
Bo is not going to do anything. All I gotta do is give him the death glare.
He's more afraid of Uncle Stingle than anyone else
He's
here.
a nice guy, but he's also one of those like football couch dads. Just
Also, in addition, let's consider this for just a second. Like, you're weird, so you're an exception, I guess. Like, you're very excitable
thanks.
and all that. But like, the rest of you guys are just like, Uncle Stingle's a fact of existence. Like, the world was created, like the gods created the earth, and then Uncle Stingle was there already. It's like he's a fact of existence. But like, Poe just hears about this and is like, wait, is he the kid's uncle? Is he your uncle? Is he grandma's uncle? Yes.
Yes.
So it's just like, this is a weird situation, and like,
You know, he
no
just
one is
kinda-
sure what he's capable
I
of.
just
Like,
exist.
he's scared of him.
You know, he just kind of
Poe's
came into our
intimidating.
life when the family needed him the most, and he hasn't left since. He helped the family, and now because of it, for generations has been mooching off the family.
Generations after generations. For centuries, he's
For
been booking.
centuries.
I think I just bumped the camera on accident.
We're still good. Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
I have a headache from laughing too much.
This has been great already.
So
Just fine.
Costy's just gonna head out and just gonna start walking towards the market and trying to think like, you know, I wanted just to get some fresh air. The house was a little bit.
So what kind of drink are we gonna get? I'm always wanted to try that glog. I saw it while I was walking in
Red
from
one is
town.
what I'd like right now.
No, it's not. Well, I think it might be a little red, but it's mostly brown. Maybe a little transparent.
Well,
but-
we'll get some drinks for the family.
So we could get some glog.
No,
Shout out to glog.
glog is.
To all those Scandinavians out there.
I don't want. I'm trying to have the kids be a little bit healthier.
That's what you guys drank in the Northern Isles.
Ah,
It's a citrus spice drink.
Ah, cool. I have no idea what I'm
That's
talking about.
maybe alcoholic.
money.
Actually, you
Scandinavia is basically the Northern Isles in this world, so yeah.
exactly.
I'm trying to have the kids be on a healthier diet, so I don't want them drinking glog. It's so bad for you.
That's good. Maybe we should do that molten chocolate.
I only give them treats
No,
every
it's
now
actually
and then.
called hot chocolate.
All right. So as you guys are walking, you see more like you notice all of the same things you noticed before, and then as you're walking, like you're heading over to the market, and you suddenly see a figure burst out of a shop, like and someone like coming out yelling at them like, "Thief! Stop them!" And just like everyone's ignoring it.
Is anyone got? He's got those dojo days to use. Takes off the earrings. He's gonna start chasing after the dude. Hey, you stay here and find the guards. I'm gonna go get this guy. He's gonna chase after him.
Can I just quickly? Oh no, never mind. You're good.
All right, you just start chasing after this random person. They're pretty dang quick. Like they're the fastest person that like this. They're probably like the fastest person in the city right now. So you're catching up to them quite easily.
They ain't saying me. I've only taken the hoops off. That's the first level.
like the heels are staying on.
They're staying on.
You're just like sprinting over here. This like tiny person, extremely tall halfling, but very short. Yes.
I want to cast a spell.
What spell?
Animate objects,
We'll get to that in a moment.
but I wanted to stop it.
We'll get to it in just a moment. Okay, you can cast the spell, but I want to finish describing the scene that I'm
Yes, sir.
describing. Okay, you're just chasing after this dude, this 3 foot tall lady chasing this like tall figure, and then
4
suddenly-
foot with the heels. Okay, but the
You have foot long heels.
6 inch. I was 4'6" or 3'6".
Oh, okay.
They're 6 inch heels.
freaking tall. Okay. How do you ladies walk in those? I have no idea what is that. All right.
We have an expert.
Crimson has spoken. It's not possible. So you're just chasing after this person. You enter into the square, like into the city square, and then suddenly, Wesley, would you like to describe what happens?
All of a sudden, out of a dark alley, you hear the gallop of a giant long table come and just T-bone him into. Is there snow?
Yeah, there's plenty.
He goes,
There's lots of snow.
gets stuck in the snow, and then it continues to gallop over, and then jumps and flats right on top of him.
Where did you find the table?
Just enough to have his head exposed in the top, and his arms just kind of stuck out with the object in his hand.
So yeah, you just see this happen, just like a moment of shock, and then K-Star just like runs around, like runs back over, like panting, just like, oh.
Man, that was awesome. I go and it's like, you did great, buddy. And I just kind of go and pick up the object and inspect it. And what is it?
The thing that was stolen. All right, it's just a bag of all sorts of stuff. Like there's money in there. There's just random things at the store. It doesn't look like anything in particular. Just
I'm just gonna
valuables.
I'm gonna go through until I
tickets,
find
stuff
something
in there.
interesting. I don't care about him anymore.
You just start digging around in here, and eventually you find just like a large gemstone. It's probably the most valuable thing at that shop.
I start walking back to that shop. Hi. Just start.
As soon as you get close to there, like you
Sir.
find them like return.
Sir.
So, meanwhile, Kasi, there's a criminal who's now been apprehended.
He's pinned to the floor still.
He's now occupied going and returning stuff to the store owner.
Stop him.
What would you like to do?
I'm just doing.
I'm gonna try to return as much as I can figure out.
All right, you're able to sort out it. Like this guy just grabbed everything from the stock shop and started
Oh,
running.
okay.
I'm just gonna take my scarf and use it to like wrap his hands behind him and just. It's like, what? Why were you stealing from this store? What did you think was gonna happen? Honestly, did you think of your actions before you did something? You didn't. You just did them.
All
Without
right.
any of the consequences here, okay?
You're lecturing this guy, and just like
Be better.
he's still like woozy and like kind of tipsy from getting whacked on the head with a table, getting T-boned with a pile driver by a table. I didn't realize the same object could do both of those two actions, but it did. All right, and when you just like you look up and like you realize that like, man, they really did skip on the decorations this year. Like the enormous pine tree, which is in the center, usually like the highlight of the decorations. It's decorated. It's got all the normal stuff. It has like half of its needles.
Oh, wow.
No one's been taking care of it. And like the hearth nearby, like it's there. It's smaller than like it's the size of a large mansion's hearth, but like
It's the
it's
city.
tiny. And this is supposed to be the place where like the people like that don't have anywhere to go can go to stay warm. Like this is just a severe lack, like failure to fulfill a civic duty as the like leaders of this city.
Yeah. You're gonna take the guy and just pick him up and carry him over to the hearth and just kind of sit him there. It's like, don't do anything. If you do, it's gonna be worse things than a table hitting you, okay?
Alright, you come back at this point, K-Star, having successfully returned all this stuff. And what?
Stingle would like to go and investigate the hearth, but I'd say that's what he was doing. He's just walking over there very slowly.
Alright, he's got, and Stingle is, you also notice Stingle approaching, and all three of you are here when you set, like, you hear, like a staff banging on the ground, and you look over and you see that there's there is a messenger, like, standing there, like, a proclamation from Lord Malvern.
From who?
And then, like, as you say that, the messenger actually gets waved away, and you see a tiefling with light blue skin walks up. He is he's dressed in like very nice looking robes, like extremely nice looking robes.
It's the hot guy of the film.
like extremely nice looking
Or a
things, like
businesswoman.
very handsome face.
He gets dressed up
In
very
his
much.
horns, he's got like a pure gold ring going through it. It like has very fancy jewelry. Like this guy is rich. And he is going to he stands up and he's holding like a big staff as well, and he says, "People of the city, my valued citizens of Sicyon, as the winter has grown difficult, we just wish to remind you that we, your leaders, have not forgotten our plight. And so, tonight we would like to announce a grand feast. All that wish to attend and participate are welcome. We've gathered what supplies we can. All should be able to participate. I thank you for your patience in this difficult time." And then he is going to just like turn around and start walking away again.
You just see me in the back. You hear that, Kay?
I have food at home.
What did Fancy Pants say again?
He says there's gonna be a giant feast, Uncle.
A giant feast?
Yeah, they said they're gonna have everything. Turkey, pie, everything.
He definitely did not say that.
Yeah, Casey, he didn't say
all of the things that there's going to be.
This is
No,
my
he
imagination happening right now.
He didn't say anything.
As he says these things appearing, like they start actually appearing, just like for a little bit, but then disappear again.
He said there's gonna be a feast as times are hard right now.
I look at the guy you bet,
Clearly.
like, what are you, roped
Look
up?
at
I
this
said,
poor
you hear that, dude?
hard.
You don't have to steal to get your food anymore. They're gonna have a feast tonight, like turkey and pie and everything. And I turn back. What are you guys gonna eat first?
Yeah, Ma and Pa are preparing food at home.
Perfect, they can come too. They don't have to prepare anymore.
They love to. If they know you don't come by,
Uncle, let's go get Mom and Pa and Tibble and Sweetie. Sweetie.
He's dumb, but he's not that dumb.
I think we should eat the dinner that Mom and Pa are making.
What?
You remember? You just
Flashback to like 30 years ago.
30, like it's not just a flashback from 30 years ago. As you flash back, the voice in your head's like, "Oh yeah, that was funny," and then just like suddenly your staff morphs and turns into a slipper. It gives you like it gives you PTSD as you remember the feeling on your backside.
Don't do that!
Turns back to the staff.
Mom and Pa prepared dinner.
Still having
And-
flashbacks.
They would be very upset if we missed it. They live only to cook right now, okay? Especially Mom.
We're not missing dinner.
He starts to hobble back. Like, nope.
All right. As you're hobbling back, you happen to be hobbling the same direction as the tiefling is walking, and you are hobbling with enough speed and dedication to get back that you actually catch up and start overtaking him.
Take off the.
What's my sleight of hand? Not great.
Hey! This guy, he's got a lot of stuff.
He does have a lot of stuff.
He says out loud.
Uncle Stingle, where are you going? You have to go to the market.
To the market? I can't be late again.
You have to grab drinks for everyone.
If you want some
Drinks?
Drinks are a waste of time.
Agreed.
He looks at his staff like.
Oh, but I was saying, this guy has lots of stuff. We should take some of it.
Why would we do that?
Because it'll be fun. We can give it back later. Maybe we can sneak into his room at night and like stuff it under his pillow. It'd be really funny.
Wrong holiday.
It's not a holiday.
Whatever.
It's not a holiday.
Wrong tradition. Whatever.
Just gonna walk up to him having this
Lord
thing.
Malvern is just like looking at you like and like intentionally like slows his step to let you get a little ahead.
I'm gonna walk up and just. I'm so sorry about my uncle. He does this. You know, he's getting really old, and you know, we're just waiting for him any moment.
I'm not old.
Swings the staff.
Just again, like mother instincts of this is anticipated. She's gonna like put her hand to like block it. It's like not that Uncle Steve, okay?
I have a 23 strength. Okay.
You're like swinging like there's a like definite crack, and like she doesn't flinch.
I have born 2 children. Okay, I have been through a lot. Your little staff's not with me. Sorry, I'm so sorry about my uncle. Can I grab him by the ear and just pull him away?
He lets himself be pulled.
I'm impressed by your strength and endurance as well. I would have.
Well, if you want, I can teach you about the strength. I actually own one of the top leading dojos. Just reach into your purse, grabs one of the business cards. Like if you want, you can check it out anytime. We have very beginner friendly courses here. Teaches the basics.
Are you still holding it by the ear?
What?
He's still holding it by the ear.
Oh yes, still holding you by the ear. It just goes into the purse, hands the card, and is just very beginner friendly. Teaches self-defense, teaching about understanding yourself and really discipline and everything. It's a great course. Check it out. We have about 3 right now in this kingdom.
Oh, good job, Kate. And I go.
I was specifically referring to your strength of will and endurance of. Well, I guess. Patience.
Someone has to be patient in a family of crazy.
I step in front of her and I say, Mister, is there really going to be turkey and pie and everything at this feast tonight?
Well, I suppose you have to come in and participate.
This is quite interesting. I was a little scared because there's not a lot of lights going on right now, especially the main tree. But like, I'll be able to help you out if when you guys start decorating.
I'm afraid that these are all the decorations that we can afford for the moment.
Huh?
Festival of Lights has been a unnecessary expense for many years now. As the new lord of this city, I never truly intended to carry on the tradition as much. With the difficult times, I believe that it is time for a major change for Sicilin.
I'm gonna look him up and down and see how much money he's carrying at the moment.
Freaking a lot.
I think I know how to fix this situation then, mister. Well, it looks like you have a lot of expensive stuff on you. So you could be the generous person like we're supposed to be during this holiday, and you could help the whole town. You could almost become like an idol or something because of it.
I am happy to share what I can, and that is exactly what I am intending to do with this feast tonight. However, the decorations, the lights, they are not in the best interest of the city, nor in the best interest of my financial state.
Okay, I don't understand. You know money.
Yes, and I'll explain it to you.
She knows. I can tell that she knows money, and I presume that she would likely agree with me.
It's very
Did you
expensive.
not note as a businesswoman yourself? Did you not consider that as soon as you walked into the city that we were saving on an unnecessary expense? Was that not a thought that went through your mind?
It was interesting to see that the city cut down on expenses for the lights, for decorations and everything. And while I myself am not too fancy when it comes to celebration of lights, it's kind of nice coming home and seeing how crazy it gets down here. So I was a little... But I understand from a business standpoint of, it's costly. There are much better things that you could put money towards the guard station, towards a lot of things.
There's more important uses of the time that will be spent decorating it and the time spent of many other things. This feast in and of itself, while it is convenient to flavor it with the Festival of Lights, it is not for the celebration. It is because my people are hungry and they require food.
And I understand that. You see, a lot of expenses for the Festival of Lights, each year it continued to get more and more extravagant, which would cost... And so this is probably going to happen at some point. The more money that was spent on the Festival of Lights, the less money and stock that would go into food, and now we've hit a drought of food. And so we're suffering the consequences of Festival of Lights.
And I've forbidden the artificers that manufacture the lights from selling their wares here. What we have from remaining from previous years, we'll have to
Gavin is
continue
like,
from now on.
ew, what the frick? Ew!
It's like, well, I'm
Any who
sorry.
wish to set up their personal decorations may do so.
Young man, do you understand the consequences of not having the Festival of Lights?
Stingle.
Wait,
Significant saving of resources and more time to be able to focus on more important ventures.
I sense greed within you. May Saint Nicholas bless your soul.
I understood that reference. That's like the southern. Oh, bless your heart, sweetie.
Alrighty. He's going to look at you. He's like,
Phone.
he bless yours as well. And now, if you would excuse me, I have a lot of business to take care of. And he's going to continue walking.
Slavins of shit. Oh no, he's here.
Uncle?
You're sending some buzzes.
You just see I look like a kid that just said there's no Christmas that year. Just, what?
That's
Uncle?
exactly what just happened.
Uncle? what does he mean by that?
I just didn't let go of his ear to take the phone call and just maybe I might have this chance to pick up this phone. Hi, this is Cassie. And walk away enough, still keeping an eye on these two.
Uncle,
taking the
I
phone.
crouch down all the way down to your level as much as I can. Or is there not going to be any Festival of Lights this year?
I cannot tell you, my boy, but I sense a great danger that approaches.
Then I door.
I think
You're not stroking nearly far.
Uncle, I think we could do something about it. Tonight at the feast, we could spark the Festival of Lights again with our magic.
Yes, something must be done.
Dobby?
Alright, you guys have 30 minutes before Grandma starts breaking out the slipper.
Is it turn activate again?
We must make haste quickly now. Grandma's train is on the way.
Wait, Uncle.
He's just gonna disappear.
Alright, poof. And also, as you guys are traveling back, you start feeling like a cold wind just start blowing through. Just like, feels like a storm tonight.
This is not good.
You know, okay?
Alright. So, you two are heading back. Meanwhile, Kasi, you finish up your phone call and you're just thinking about, like, what that guy, like, what Lord Malvern said and just the situation and everything. And your crazy relatives at home just, like, slightly overwhelmed by everything. And you're just, like, walking around and you look, just, like, out of the corner of your eye, you see something weird. Another weird thing, yes. There's a relatively tall woman dressed in a very odd way. Also, she looks like an Eladrin.
Oh.
With a winter Eladrin specifically, but a very happy winter Eladrin. And at the tips of like her hair, looks like there's like little green at the end of it, as well as her ears. Like almost all the extremities have little bits of green on them, and she's just looking around, like utterly fascinated with everything around her.
Just finishing the call. Excuse me, miss. I've been searching the markets for a bit. Do you? I'm trying to find a treat for my son. Do you know where they sell the chocolate, the orange chocolate?
Oh yes, that was delicious. It was just over here, and she's like turns with unearthly grace and just like points over in that over there. Yes, the man who was doing it and who was selling it, he was a little bit rude. It's quite unfortunate. I didn't expect to find that like you. But the treat was absolutely divine.
Well, that's perfect. Thank you so much, miss. I just need to get it for my son and then head back for the holidays with the family.
And a quick question for you as well. Do you know where I'm supposed to go?
Where are you trying to get to? Maybe I can lead you there.
You know, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, if you don't know where you're going, I can't really direct you.
I know that does make sense. I'm sorry. It's just so strange here. So many rules. She's just going just start wandering off, completely lost in her own thoughts and world.
Do the thing you know you're supposed to do.
No,
Kasi's a business woman. What do you think? She's gonna ignore that.
Can I come back to get him?
No, we're gonna. So like, are you going to do anything else before heading back to? Like, you're gonna
Just
buy
buy the orange
anything
and
else
that's
and
it.
head back. Okay. What is it that you'd like to do?
I wanted to come back and get him, but do I see this woman as well?
All right, you come back. Like, as soon as he gets things, you rush back here to get him. You do not see the woman.
Okay.
Okay, hurry up. Grandma's taking her first shoe off.
I grab you by your wrist and just yank you off the ground, and now, because you're not even touching the floor anymore, and I'm just running us home.
She could run faster than you, but who cares?
It doesn't matter, she's just floating in the air.
I pull it off. I'm like, I have the drinks in my bag here. Okay, I don't want to.
You got the glow. It's perfect.
Starts buzzing.
She's gonna keep walking.
You're being dragged.
I'm dragging
when
when
you
you break it off and keep walking.
All right.
Okay.
Just
You hear Uncle Stingle yell off in the distance. Like, you guys can hear it from here.
Hurry up, you slowpoke!
All right.
I'm
so
coming,
you guys,
Uncle Stingle!
Feel the twinkle on my face already!
All right. So you guys arrive. Arrive home, right in time. Grandma's literally yelling for dinner right then, and you head on in, and the meal is not huge, like she said, but that's by Grandma standards. So there's
never
more
as
than
big as she wants it to be.
there's enough for all of you guys, like enough to fill everyone, and just barely that. It's simple, but it's delicious. And as you're there, and as you're just eating in here, kids are crazy. Uncle Stingle's cracking jokes. The mule started yelling halfway through the meal and had to get smacked.
Well, after getting that, I would have taken that mule outside. It was just like we park.
No!
The mule's outside.
He's part of the family! He's got more spirit than you do!
Watch this, kids. Uncle Twinkle's fighting with your mother again.
You notice what's his name? Temple is betting a couple side oak wedges of the chocolate orange that on someone winning the fight. Not sure who.
I come in, I'm like, I'll double that. I'll double that.
I love and appreciate when you come. You know, the kids love it, but I need you to set a better example for them.
Example? They shouldn't be looking to me for an
Well,
example.
they do look to you, unfortunately. So if you
That
could
is
just act a
unfortunate,
little
but not
bit,
my fault!
so if
Just
you
getting
could just
attention.
shape up a little bit more for them, please.
Shape up!
They listen to you more than they listen to me.
Glockstone.
So if,
Grandpa,
so if
Uncle.
you can take your mule outside and stop with the magic just a little bit, that would be great.
Make me!
Oh no! Roll initiative! Not actually. You don't have to unless you want to.
Make me? Okay, let me take you too long. So,
Temple, can I take that bat back? I'm sorry. Can I take it back?
you know what?
Tibble's like
Fine.
you offer, you pay.
Temple, come on.
You know what? Fine. Hey, Mom! I need to go into your closet real quick. I need to switch out my coat.
All right, sweetie. She's just cleaning up the dishes and not paying attention to you guys at all.
Alright, I go in the closet. I'm not going for that coat. You know exactly what she's going for. She goes in, finds the shoe, walks out, hiding in the car, and just like, you want
No!
You can't see it yet.
And she's hiding in the, her cart and just, you want me to make you?
You didn't change your jacket!
Oh, I didn't. I changed for something a lot better.
She's gonna do
Don't
a secret
shape
move.
up.
Temple, come on. Any last bets?
You wouldn't!
Roll intimidation with advantage, with double advantage. Roll insight with disadvantage.
How dare you!
Not in front of the kids, I would.
I still rolled okay, but not great.
19 with +1 for 20.
12.
All right.
2 19s.
You wouldn't!
The voice,
You're right.
It's just goes quiet when she sees that.
She's like, you're right. Not in front of the kids, because that's a bad example. But outside, they don't have to see a thing.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I thought you were grown up.
I'm the only grown-up one in this house.
You're the only
Tim, well,
one
screw this. I'm
without
taking my bet back and I
spirit.
take my chocolate and I'm gonna
That's
start
what you
running
are.
off the table.
You're the ones with the spirit. I'm the one that has to keep things calm.
Take it easy.
Keep
Just
things
slide
calm.
the
There's no
chocolate
fun in
back
that.
Well, sometimes there doesn't have to be fun. Sometimes calm is my fun. Did you think about that?
You're bordering on the naughty list.
He takes out a notebook and starts writing stuff down.
All right. As the argument like keeps going on, like suddenly like you hear thunder and you realize that
She's gonna put that in her purse now.
you realize just like
Save that for later.
that like the wind has started howling and there's a winter storm going on outside.
He is not going outside. He doesn't have a stable.
Would Kazi have bought a stable for this house?
Probably
Yeah.
for this very purpose.
For this very person of Uncle Stingle, it's like you can put him in the stable and out back. I had the kingdom's artificer go and touch it up. Okay, he'll be fine.
Fine.
There's an automated feeder out there, and there's heaters.
Come on, Bill.
I love that the voice doesn't have a name, but the mule does.
The voice does not have a name because it was an already existing intelligence.
I don't know what its name is.
Bill the 10th.
The voice is Bill the 10th, but this one, the mule is Bill?
No. The
mule's
mule is
Bill.
Bill the 10th.
Oh, okay. What's the voice's name?
Wouldn't you like to know, boys?
No, I don't know. I haven't thought of one yet.
Alright, cool.
Should I take the mule outside?
Alright, Bill the 10th goes outside. And as you go outside, you see a glow on the cloud, out in the snow. It's a very large glow.
What's this?
reaches out to like grab it to pick it up.
No, like on the horizon over the city.
Oh.
Something's afoot.
He takes the mule back inside.
Something is very wrong. Come and look.
And walks back outside. And that could mean anything with Stingle.
It could be.
I'm like racing to the door and I just run straight to that door.
The mom walked to the door. What is it, Stingle?
As you look out, you see it, and you can look out pretty and see it easily. Like there's a huge orange glow over the city.
That's strange. Sunset should be. Oh, what is that?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does it look like fire?
Have you seen the city burning?
What?
Have you ever seen the city?
He's
burning?
427 years old.
Yes.
He's probably. Oh no.
It looks like fire. We need to go quick.
What?
Get Mom Pa outside. Something's not right.
Leave in the middle of Mom Pa's dinner?
Ma's cleaning up dinner already.
They'll understand.
If I know anything about Mom Pa, there's always dessert when you don't want it the most. You're just like, okay, thank you so much. Dessert? No, Mom, I can't. Dessert!
All right.
He's just gonna walk back into the house.
City's on fire. We gotta go.
Just like the kids are just like looking over there that he's claimed the chocolate from you.
I was gonna give it to him anyways.
Tevil refuses to let you get away with not paying on your bet. All right.
Right, Tibble.
You guys head over and are you guys going to go investigate or?
I'm gonna say a little bit before. It's like, gotta follow Uncle Stingle. We'll be back in a bit. I promise we'll be back in time for dessert, Mom.
All right. I'll have it ready soon.
If anything happens, you can give me a call. The house has a stone and when you need to get it.
I'm not gonna touch that stupid devil rock.
Devil rock.
Sweetie, if anything happens, just give me a call on the house stone, okay?
I agree with Grandma. Yeah, that's a devil rock.
Stones are so nice. You know, they help with communication, they help with everything so much.
I grab you on your collar. Let's go, Kay. Whoosh. And I pull you out of the door.
Dragging in midair.
towards the,
I get break it, just
fire.
no.
All right, you head over. You're
How are
heading
you supposed
straight
to
towards the
carry
city
me out?
center. As you approach,
Okay.
you like. It's not that hard to see. Like, it. Like, you hear the sounds of roaring flames as you approach. It sounds like you also start hearing screams and like the sounds of collapsing buildings. You get to the city center, and like as soon as you get to the square, you see that like all of the surrounding buildings are on fire. Like, it's absolute. It's terrible. Like, extremely destructive. Like, people are running around in a panic.
Is
What
the
would you
fire
guys like to do?
magic?
How are you trying to
Detect magic.
All right, you cast detect magic. You do not sense any magic flames besides the continual flames that do not produce heat nor can spread.
Okay.
Just gonna look around and try to help people. I'm gonna take the heels off of my heels and put them in flats, put it into the bag, just tie my hair up. It's like very big curls, and she's gonna take the hairband from her wrist and just put it up into a bun. She's like, okay, gotta go help.
Last thing I want to mention, like, there's a winter storm, like there's a winter storm, like a blizzard lightning storm going on right now, but there's been somehow like a magical bubble. You do detect this, there's a magical bubble keeping like the effects of the weather out, which is how this fire is currently burning in the middle of it. It's in a bubble of protected space. Yeah.
Can I try and dispel the magic?
Sure, that would let the winter storm into this place.
I mean, but is it a kind of winter storm that would get rid of the fire, though?
Maybe, maybe not, you're not
Because
sure.
the fire is the bigger threat right now.
Yeah, maybe, maybe not, you're not sure.
I'm gonna just try and help and move people out of fire distance.
You said there was like one kind of main building that hands out food and stuff like that, or
Yes, so
could that offer shelter as well?
Okay, so yeah, as you look over to that, like the building that houses the central hearth where anyone is welcome, where they distribute that appears to be the one that's most aflame. It is the one. It also looks like it's probably the start of the flame.
I'm gonna go start there first and see what I just kind of look around and see if there's people in there,
All right.
or like see what kind of caused it.
You see that there are a couple of people still alive inside the building.
Well, I'm gonna get them out.
All right. How would you like to do that?
Are they in any sort of danger? Is there any like sort of time trial right now, or can I just run in, take one out, run in, take one out, or?
The building could collapse at any time. You don't know when.
Let's see.
The longer you spend thinking, the less time you will have.
I cast Investiture of Ice, which gives me resistance to fire damage.
All right. That's very smart. You are now radiating ice. Any fire near you starts to start burning down.
I'm just straight up walking into burning like every building that I can find that is on fire, and just like
Anybody in here? Get out!
I'm
like
gonna,
getting anyone out pretty much.
can I like group them all up at least?
Yeah, you can try to do
I'm
that.
gonna group them up, and then I'm gonna cast Resilient Sphere over them
That
and
will work.
push them out.
All right, cool. You get all of them out. The building starts collapses straight on top of you guys right before you get them out, but you can take the damage and you get them out. Take 20 fire damage, fire and bludgeoning damage. Mix of the two.
You said 20?
Yep. Kasi, what would you like to do?
I would say she also is like trying to help and move people out. So she runs into buildings blinding speed and just one by one, almost like the Flash.
All right. As you guys are going around helping people, getting them out, you see one more person who is like taking a major role in helping people get out. Lord Malvern is going from house to house, like casting Cone of Cold on it, and like putting out the flames, and then like sending soldiers, like guardsmen in to get out any people that are still in there, and like going down. After about 5 to 10 minutes of you guys' efforts, the fires are all either under control, out, and people are all gathered out and gathered together into a single place where blankets are being handed out and such. As you guys are finishing things up, like Lord Malvern is like discussing like something very intensely with a group of people, and that is the situation. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna try to listen in. Is it like a private conversation he's discussing, or is it pretty open?
It's he's not obviously not addressing everyone. He's talking with a select group of people, but like he is like there's no real efforts for secrecy.
I'm gonna just go to one of the victims that I pulled out of the starter area, the fire starting area, and kind of start questioning them.
All right, what are you gonna ask?
I just walk up to one that
What do you
was
say?
in the back, and I say, "Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
How did this all happen, anyways?"
I'm not entirely sure. We were just at the feast. It was probably the best meal I've had in nearly a month now. But then suddenly the hearth just like the fire from it spread and just like lit the building on fire. And then I think that like I don't know what happened. Maybe like part of the tree touched it. By the way, the tree is utterly disintegrated. The only surviving building in this area is the bell tower, which was like at the right next to it.
He's gonna try to do some investigation a bit. Just asking around also if like, so did you happen to know what happened? What caused that? Mainly to like higher officials, guards, probably the mayor, and like those people are like asking their stories. Like, is it okay if I take a look at things?
So you're just like asking on various different people.
Yes, asking various people, getting different stories.
The general picture you're getting together, most of the townsfolk aren't completely sure what happened. Most of the officials are telling the same story. The hearth fire, like, was not properly cared for. It caught a nearby building on fire, spread to the tree. The tree fell over, hit another building, and spread all around.
Stingla's at the Hearthfire building, and he is looking for any signs of magic using the detect magic.
All right, there is no magic here.
No magic?
I was gonna try to check around the hearth as well to see if like, oh, maybe someone like took a stick and threw it at something. Try to like see normal means of how it could happen.
Investigation.
I was about to say, could I try and maybe determine the cause of the fire?
You may also do that.
17.
Yes, Wesley?
Are they like the hearth fires like magical, or are they just normal?
They were just normal fire.
Oh my
17
gosh.
for investigation.
17?
18.
You're saying, oh my gosh,
I rolled a 7.
You have a very high investigation.
I have a plus 11.
Okay, so you two are both looking around. From what you can tell, there is... So in the building, they kept like various supplies of like wood, food, oil, things like that. It looks like somehow there was from what you can best determine, it looks like there was an accident in which there was like a point where some oil-soaked wood that was not in the fire somehow lit on fire. You cannot tell for certain what exactly happened, but it is entirely plausible what they said did happen. Like there was someone not properly tending the hearth and like an ember burst out and like a leaky oil and like hit something that had oil with it, and then fire immediately starts burning and going everywhere. It also could have been foul play, but you don't see anything that could definitively say either way. And frankly, with the number of witnesses, it would be very difficult to do foul play without being noticed at all. So you are inclined to agree with the official's assessment. You, however, being suspicious of everyone around here, are absolutely convinced that there was foul play. Mm-hmm. This has nothing to do with the evidence. You find the exact same evidence, you're just coming to different conclusions to different people.
How dare they do this and blame it on the fire? How dare they?
It probably was an accident.
An accident?
Yeah.
Oil-soaked wood? An accident? In a building with fire? An accident?
Well, there are too many people around for it to be someone doing foul play. You know, there's too many witnesses. Their stories all line up together. I'm just saying that maybe...
Poof! He disappears. And he's gonna move behind Tay and be like,
It's pretty easy to do things with a lot of people around. Things go unnoticed.
and then he's gonna move to a different side of her and be like,
It wouldn't be too hard for someone to go invisible like this and do some foul play.
She's like
Hit them on the naughty list.
used to this type of thing happening with August English is just okay, and right side.
and he's gonna reappear and be and I've jumped and be right in front of her.
Right where her face is just like looking down and just
Yeah.
there you are.
You can stand on your toes probably. Like you're both.
Oh
very
yeah,
short.
yeah.
I took off the heel, so I'm now 6 inches shorter now.
Something's afoot.
What's the?
Lord Malvern.
No, I'll look it up later. You said it in text.
Ah.
Something's wrong. I can feel it.
All right.
Something's afoot.
Now
We'll get to the
the group of like officials and soldiers in Lord Malvern have now dispersed and are now like helping herd the citizens back to safety, like to their homes or to a safe place if they are burned. Is there anything that any of you would like to do?
Nothing I can think that Kay would do besides just kind of, I don't know, she already looked around trying to help people as much as she could, investigate a bit, so I think she's like, alright, Stingle, you were right, you know, there was danger here. We came here in time and we helped them out. But I don't think there's much else we can do. The city guard has it pretty much underhand. And I mean, we're not Stingle, those adventuring days are far behind you. You gotta leave it to the officials at this point.
Far behind me.
You're 427 years old.
So
I'm
I
surprised
can
you
still
made it this
beat
far.
you.
Are you sure about that, Uncle Stingle?
Yes.
Okay.
We can easily take him.
I agree. He looks at his staff.
K-Star, let's head back.
Stingle is not gonna leave. He is going to keep looking around. Just anything that might be weird. Any signs of any sort of magic.
You do find something weird and something that looks magic-y.
Oh.
You see a random Eldrin lady that is a variety of Eldrin that you have seen before, but only in the Feywild. It's a winter Eldrin who has been touched by the Sealy Court. There are not very many. And she is just like wandering around, just like looking around at the burned buildings, like looking fascinated but sad.
He's gonna walk up to her and be like,
Who might you be?
She turns around and is like, oh, hello there.
Hello.
She like performs like a very elegant bow and she's going to say, My name is Katsuana. And what is your name?
My name's Stingle.
Ah, yes.
So it is gone.
It is so nice that we are able to watch here, that we can actually share our names here. It's not such a problem as it is back home.
I can only guess. It seems that you've traveled a long way.
What is your voice's name? I need the name.
I just call it Timothy.
Little Tim.
It's not its actual name, I'm pretty sure, but I call it Timothy.
All right. And it is good to see you as well, my friend, Siliphin. And like this, like the staff says it. The staff says in your head, "Good to see you too." And then she's like, "It's been so long since I've heard your voice."
Timothy, you know this woman?
Yeah, it's Katsuana. She's a very nice person. I like her.
Well, even I know her name. Wait. How long have you known this woman?
You're cheating. How long have you been alive?
When? Have I met her before?
Oh no. No.
I was like,
No, she works for St. Nicholas also.
oh!
Uh-huh.
It's a pleasure to meet someone else that works for St.
Meanwhile, you guys are just like, this is the weirdest conversation you've ever seen. Like, there are two people who appear to be talking to each other and a third person who is not there. But both of them seem to hear and understand the person and have similar reactions to statements.
Well,
I took a red with me.
Took a red.
what are you doing here?
Oh, something terrible has happened.
I can see.
Come the alcohol.
Yes.
No, just the
What
season.
was it again? Oh, yes.
seasonal
St.
drinking.
Nicholas has gone missing.
He is what?
Yeah, he's gone missing. He was supposed to go and do his rounds tomorrow.
Did you hear that, Kay?
but he's not there anymore.
Did you hear it?
We didn't notice until just last night.
David, did we hear any of this?
You absolutely hear all of this. They're not making any effort of silence.
After I hear St. Nicholas, I come up right behind Stingle. I'm like, what? How could that happen?
Quiet down!
Wait, listen. Keep going.
Am I being too loud here?
No, you're good.
All right, he's going to fix it after post.
Okay.
Eli relates with Cassie a little too much right now.
It's fine.
Alright. Yeah, Cat
Still have the chocolate in the purse right now.
Yes.
Don't you dare!
So, of course, this is a little bit of a problem, especially since we didn't even notice. We've just been so busy going about our normal things. Most of the people in charge of going and spreading the spirit of light have not been seen in quite some time. I can see the consequences here. We've paid far too little attention to the world now.
This is quite worrisome. I believe Kaliak's minions are afoot.
Yes. The worst of it, I believe that there's a chance that she may be able to get through tomorrow.
I've been concerned of the same thing. You should have heard what this Lord Mubat said. My hatred runs deep.
No, my good friend. She puts her hand on your shoulder, very fluidly goes down, puts a hand on your shoulder. Hatred isn't good. It's not any of the spirit of the light.
Hatred was the wrong word. Distrust.
Distrust ain't fair, especially.
She's looking at him like I'm crazy. I was like,
You're doing great, buddy.
Mistrust is a fair reaction to the machinations of the Lord of Storm and Darkness.
He's what?
Oh yes, I'm
Storm and Darkness?
Sometimes what we call Kaliak in the other realm.
Oh,
Saying her true name can give her power, and it's not a wise thing to do in the Feywild.
That makes sense.
Have you been to the Feywild, Kay?
Well,
Maybe you shouldn't go to the
I've
Feywild.
been
Never
looking
mind.
all over.
You been to the Feywild?
It's quite interesting.
I was led here somehow.
Yeah.
I saw an omen, a vision in the other realm. Back home, and I saw that I needed to come here. Do you know where I'm supposed to be? Saw that there was some that could help me. Thought that it meant that he was here, but
Uncle Stingle.
I can't sense
Uncle
it
Stingle.
anywhere.
Uncle Stingle.
What?
She could be here for us to help us make the Festival Lights happen.
I agree. Lord Marmabat, or whatever his name is, the Lord of this land, has said that the Festival of Lights is an unnecessary expense.
It has been an unfortunate sentiment I've seen in many places, especially in this region.
We must try and reignite the spirit of lights again in the heart of the people.
Indeed. But will we have time? If Kaliak can return, then the famine that's been happening now will spread far worse. A winter storm that would result.
I warned him. We need to fix this. We need to find St. Nicholas. He'll know what to do. When we must prepare for Kaliak to come through, who knows what could happen.
Is this an old friend from the retirement home we tried putting you in a couple years ago?
Oh, that was a wonderful place. I liked visiting there very much.
No retirement home could hold me.
Yes.
Tried on multiple occasions, and everyone had the same complaint.
Voice just starts laughing in your head.
I don't give a thing.
Tried like 5 different retirement homes.
Work.
2 of them might have been asylums.
The 6th one was definitely asylum, and they refused to take him.
Yeah.
Say, Miss,
The 2nd one burning down scared them.
Hey, Miss, where can we find Saint Nicholas?
Usually you can find him near the borders of Arborea. But I don't know where he is right now. He comes and goes as he wishes. It is never easy to find one of us, but he's always back the night before the solstice. In preparation to come and give the gifts to all you people.
I think I can fix that. And, man, I really wish Saint Nicholas was here. And I cast Wish.
No!
Alright, you cast Wish. Tell me exactly what your wish is. You will get what you wish for, but you will not be able to change your wording after you tell me what you wish.
Yeah, I warned you about Wish.
If you don't wish for one of the specific options, I interpret what you say. I will not try to misinterpret. But I won't try think particularly closely about your instructions.
Alright. I wish Saint Nicholas was here to fix everything. And that was it.
Alright, Saint Nicholas is present in the universe to fix everything, if you can find him.
Dang it. I'll let you break this. Something like
That is why I wanted your wording. Like, you have to be specific with a wish.
Well, can I retry that?
No, he told you.
After a long rest.
He gave you a warning.
I believe we
Wasn't
need
a
to
very
find
good
the
one.
three
It
pieces.
was very clear.
No, it wasn't.
We need to find the three pieces.
I told you, it's like a genie's wish.
Those three items we need to find. We must
You
prepare
want to
for
find the weapons to fight her?
We must prepare for the worst.
Oh,
You're not gonna
dear.
You don't listen to me.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
It is of course a last resort, but we do not wish to be caught with our pants down, per se.
It would be unfortunate. Do you know where they are kept then?
Do I know where they're kept?
Do you?
Oh no! Gavin does not. Does Stingle?
I mean, I did tell you earlier, but if you forgot, then Single forgot.
Ah, shucks! I used to.
Boys, why do you never remember the important things? And why can't you just forget the laws? That would be a lot more convenient.
Laws? What laws?
Okay, never mind. That's okay. All right. So you're talking about the three weapons of the three weapons to slay winter. Yes.
What?
So you can't hear this.
Oh.
So of course, there's first the stars of the hearth, then there's the harp of the light, and then there's the staff of mistletoe. There's the three things that are very important for killing the archfey of winter. That would be bad to deal with. Well, I guess I can actually say her name here, but I don't like doing that very much. It's not a good idea to talk about the Maiden of Storm and Darkness.
No. Agreed.
Yes. Find them. We locked them up. They were dangerous, and so we didn't want them to fall in the wrong hands, so we locked them up. But I was told that if you can get them, then you will definitely be able to beat her.
Very nice.
The dungeon unlocks it and makes sure that only the people that are able to beat her can possibly get them.
We need to find these weapons. Timothy, do you know where they are?
Yeah, they're in the Feywild.
Oh.
Katsuana is going to say, indeed, those three items are of great importance. I've visited their protections once or twice, and I've never thought about going and trying to get them. In fact, I don't think that we're able to. Fey creatures are not able to enter in. It's enough into the immortal realm that you can't find it. You can only access it through the Feywild. But they follow out your rules here. I'm only able to come here because I am not fully Fey.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't hear him, Ken. We were just barely discussing the three weapons to slay winter.
Oh.
Yes.
That's...
So, I don't suppose you actually know why you celebrate the Festival of Lights, do you?
I mean, I
You
know...
kind have such short lives and such short memories.
I know Mom and Pa talked about it growing up as kids, but yeah, just kind of... There's a lot of things going on right now. So,
Why do we do it? I'm curious, what have you remembered? She just seems suddenly like very carefree and happy again.
I know that it's like the Festival of Lights is a time of warmth after a harvest, and that But it's a time of I guess of giving, of I don't know, sharing the festive spirit, they say. And yes, a time
Like,
of
as you
gifts
say
and
that, like she
spirits.
nods, like great. She gravely nods.
A time of gifts, of spirit, of music, and Cassie's kind of like go more into the commercial side of things, like of gifts, spirit, and everything. The music that's sung all the time. And, that's what I've heard it's about.
I guess the best way to say it is spread Christmas cheer. Sing it loud for all to hear. Of course. Yes, all those things are very important. I'm not sure about the buying of gifts. The giving of gifts is very important. Generosity and reciprocity is essential to stop the disaster.
Yeah, Kate. Kate.
Well, I think if
You guys all missed a very important part of that sentence.
Do you know
To
why?
repeat what she just said. Those are very important parts to stop the disaster.
I heard that. I'm just
Then why are you not acknowledging it?
because that's not on her mind. That's just character.
Do you know why? Those are the things we do during the Festival of Lights. But
Because
why?
it's tradition.
It's more than tradition. It stops the disaster from coming and swallowing the land.
Well, there's a disaster, then we should leave it to the officials then.
The officials can do nothing about it.
The officials do everything about it. That's their
They
job. That's
won't
why
be
they're
able to
officials.
stop it. I don't know what it is, do
If you have the information, you can let them know, and they'll know how to stop it then. They can find these weapons that you're talking about.
They won't be able to. You don't understand. It's not the weapons that are important. It's stopping the disaster from happening in the first place.
Should you get the weapons and fight her? The storm that is produced. Swallow the land. It's possible that you would thaw out in 2 centuries. I think that seems about right. After killing her, it would thaw very quickly. 2 centuries would be. That would be a short enough wait. I suppose if you could kill her, that would be good.
It would be good, but disastrous.
Of course she wouldn't actually die.
No, we wouldn't be able to. Would stopping them be? And like as she's saying this, it's like talking to a kid again of going along with their imagination. They just so would stopping this the mistress of storm and winter be done in time for dessert with Ma and Pa?
Oh, there's dessert? That sounds wonderful.
It is quite exquisite.
Am I being ignored here? Is that what's happening?
I was ignoring you.
Well, thank you.
She's still down low on her, like, crouching down, so she's way shorter than these ones. Like, she's your height right now. Sorry, this one.
This is one.
What's going on right now? I'm so confused.
Well,
Here, perhaps I can help you. She just, like, reaches over, like slowly, like, if you try to lean back, like, she's, like, just keeps leaning forward and then taps you on your forehead. Suddenly, you see a vision. There is the worst blizzard that you've ever seen in your life. At the center of it, you see a hag with blue skin, like light blue skin, white hair, hunched figure, just like laughing maniacally. The storm comes straight out of her, and perpetual darkness covers the land. And then you see just a small light glow inside of a home. Just inside, you see a small a little hearth inside, a man in a fur coat, a vaguely red fur coat with white trim, just packing a sack full of food, and then hiking through the storm. Going and visiting another home, taking out some of the things and knocking on the door, leaving them there, and walking off. As he walks, he carries there's a small flame glowing around him, protecting him from the storm. As he goes around, it zooms out, and you see little lights like this all throughout the storm. And as the lights grow, the storm shrinks smaller and smaller until eventually, it's just winter. also, as you're watching that, like, you get the sense of an incredible amount of time passing as this is going on. Like, this was not a fast thing that happened there. You see it in an instant, but it looks like a big time.
Okay. It's just
Suddenly you're back. And you're lying on the ground, covered in snow.
appreciate it if you gave me a little bit of a warning or didn't touch me.
I did. I said I would show you.
Well, that's not how people can show, but that's fine. You're not around here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you show me
You
too?
have such interesting concepts. You make rules in such a weird way.
Well, rules help make the world go round.
Yes, they are important, but why do you choose these ones? I understand that you are forced to follow some of these rules, but the ones that you choose are so strange.
Oh dear. Sometimes they don't choose the rules, they just make themselves.
These are wise rules.
Oh, Uncle. So what do we gotta do? Where do we start at least?
I suppose we start by going and eating dessert. And this is where we will take our break for part 1 of the session.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, everyone, thank you for watching part 1 of the Christmas special. Come back to see if, whether or not Kasi even comes along. She doesn't seem to care about saving the world, but...
No, she's still with a lot of kids, so it's all childish imaginations to her.
Alright, cool. Well, we'll see you next time.